Back we are in the Civic Center, and now everybody's had a chance to kind of catch their breath and rehash this great Pioneer victory as the Midwest team came from behind and tied the game and then won on the final play of this affair, concluding with a 54-50 margin. And this handsome gentleman, of course, is Jerry Seltzer of roller derby. And Mr. Seltzer, you've seen your share of exciting roller derby over the years, and I think before this season is said and done, the Midwest Pioneers are going to give their fans in this region a lot of thrills and an awful lot of new thrills that maybe they haven't seen before.
Well, of course, you saw something today, and that's the effective infield coach, Buddy Atkinson, because he had to hold those players back. You didn't see a lot of the veterans in the second half, and Buddy is trying Gibson, he's trying Villanueva, he's trying the younger skaters, Roberson, and he fell 10 points behind at one point and did not panic. And I think that's the big difference you can say about this Pioneer team, is they've got strength all around, and they come back, and that's the important thing.
Well, as I mentioned during the course of the telecast, something the Pioneers have always had trouble with is the fact that they've never been that big play team. Get them a few points behind, they begin to rattle. They couldn't come back, and this always hurt them, especially against the speed teams like the Chiefs and the Bay Bombers. I think Buddy Atkinson, with his influence, has got the Pioneers capable of being behind by 5 or 6 points and making up that ground.
Well, if you notice in that last period, he was able to use John Rice, he was able to use Larry Smith, he was able to use Gibson, he was able to use Hine because they had been safe to the game. And of course, anybody who wants to see these two teams in action, or any other teams in the league, you got to say something about Nick Skopas. He infuriated the Pioneers, and I'm sure there's just more bit of spite there. Of course, Nick skated for the Pioneers, now he's on the Jolters, and his presence was felt on the track. That Jolter team is a very strong team.
Let me ask you this, how much will Skopas help the Jolters?
I think by the end of the season, immeasurably. A lot more, really, than he could have helped the Pioneers, because the Pioneers have the fast, speedy kind of skater. The Jolters have had a great deal of size, but they need the small quarterback, and this is what Skopas will do for them before the end of the season.
Had some rough moments in this game, but we all know Nick can play.
He sure can.
Jerry, thank you very much. All right, this is Chet Coppack saying so long from the Civic Center.